Yeah, so I lost a lot of money. I think at least 6 figures lah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
at the
that's a
age
lot.
of maybe 24, 25.
Every 3 hours I get a notification. 150 ringgit comes in. 150 comes in.
How does it feel like?
Oh, I'm fun. Oh. Very annoying on this notification. It's literally free money coming in, but you feel like damn annoying because the notification every 2-3 hours just came in. Money thing, you just receive a reward. Claim. And back then I had 2 part-time jobs. So 1 full-time, 2 part-time, and 1 YouTube.
What? Do you know how much did I pay for the Grab today?
How much?
Today I paid for 35 ringgit. Today is like 50 ringgit.
From where? From where? Because we are in Taling Jaya.
No,
Where it came
then
from?
I'll expose where I live already.
Okay, good point.
It's near
Good
the castle lah.
Which castle? Istana?
My castle.
Oh.
So why are we doing this today?
Okay, so today we are filming an episode. I guess it's the first episode. It's a podcast that me and Hey Shrai over here, we want to start with the intent of really bringing more financial awareness to the public and also raising the general financial literacy of people. Because both of us are finance content creators,
We'll be discussing mostly
we'll
involved
talk
money
about
matters.
a lot of money matters,
Yeah.
relationship,
And then we want to
finance.
avoid it
Yeah,
to
yeah,
become
yeah.
a financial advice, so we just name it not financial
Oh,
advice.
she
yeah.
still got PTSD from the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so relationship, finance, employment,
Whatever things about
career,
money.
personal development. If you want to know more about how we started from zero and reached where we are today, may not be very high, could be very high for her, you know. I think we have very different background. Yeah. Maybe ladies first, just a quick intro to our audience and maybe new audience, a quick intro to yourself and also your background.
Okay. I'll just share a little bit before I started this financial content creator job. I was doing my internship in Aham Asset Management.
Okay.
I was selling unit trust. No lah, I was in the sales
So
department.
you
The pay
one of
was 1,000 ringgit, which is
Okay.
quite decent, right? I don't know. For me, it's quite
1,000 is
decent.
decent.
Internship only.
Oh,
eh.
okay, decent. Actually,
Yeah.
I pay more than
And
that.
then,
So.
and then I was
Sorry,
in the
go
sales
ahead. Yeah.
department lah, so I get to follow my bosses out to different appointments. I basically don't have to pay for my own food lah.
Okay.
Then my
That's
money.
nice.
But I have really bad spending habits, bad financial knowledge and money management.
Fair.
So my money is all spent on like, all the
It's
nonsense lah.
everywhere lah.
Yeah, then after my internship, I joined. I work for my parents lah.
Okay.
So my pay was 3K.
Okay.
Then I still have bad bad habits.
How old was 3K? 20, 20 plus?
22, end of 22.
That's pretty decent.
Right after I graduate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like because that time I was in Kedah, I feel like this is going to be my forever job, and there's no way for me to get out of it.
Okay.
So I feel like the only way for me to get rich is from the stock market. After that, I officially applied for my dealer license. So
from SC.
yeah, so I'm a stock dealer. I graduate from finance background as well, but
Okay.
I think studying finance and applying finance in real life is like two totally different things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Tell
for
me
me
more
lah.
about that. Yeah.
Maybe before I tell that, you can share a little bit.
Yeah,
on
of course.
yours.
Like, she's a finance graduate. I'm an engineering graduate. I'm the typical SMK boy. Go for foundation and then local university. Didn't have that money to study as much lah. But fortunately, I was able to get scholarship from my then company, my ex-company, YTL Power. So,
Wow, Ziet got scholarship from YTL Power, my
Yeah.
most viewed video.
So I'm that kind of person where okay, I know that my parents work very hard, but financial literacy wasn't something ingrained in our family. To me, I think I see a lot of space that we can fit in, especially myself, coming from that kind of background where you don't have enough. I mean, I have shelter, I have food, that I'm very grateful. I had attention. I don't have a broken family, so thank God for that. But beyond that, I never had anything luxurious, nothing privileged lah. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say, but
see.
some people might have dependents and commitments, but I don't have any much of that. But it's just that it's a lot of.
You think
I
that's
feel
not
like
enough.
yeah, especially if I grew up in Klang, is enough. But when you start coming out to the city centers, Kuala Lumpur, with inflation and also people spending luxuriously, and then social media add to all the the luxurious pressure and all this stuff, it just makes you feel like, hey, am I not enough? Why can someone afford so much at 20 plus years old?
But were you still working for a full time when you started this page?
When I started, oh no, so I started working in 2018, but then I only started this Ziet Invest channel and branding, I think during COVID, June 2020. So back then, I was a senior analyst for a commercial team in White Power. So basically business development.
I see.
So I was doing a lot of finance stuff, looking into market research, company research, annual reports. So my boss back then told me that for you to be excelling at your job, right, you need to really invest yourself or buy stocks yourself, right?
Then you can get
he didn't say what stocks to buy, how to invest. He didn't teach anything. He just said you just need to buy.
Is that a financial advice from YTL to buy their own
I mean,
stock?
it's behind closed doors, so probably is.
but if you manage to get some of their shares that time, I think wow.
Actually, I got ESOS like a lot.
Did you keep that until today?
It was forfeited when I left last year.
Oh no. But I have a big question, like, do you have enough savings when you straight away jump into this business?
I guess the basics are covered. Like when I see like emergency funds, those are covered.
You feel like nothing to lose, so you straight
Nothing
away
to lose, really nothing to lose.
it.
I mean, even until today, I'm kind of aggressive when it comes to spending money. I don't know. How about you? Are you those like?
I feel like I'm the same too. I still have that bad spending habits.
How much were you able to save in your, I guess, first full-time proper job?
I will save some, but I'll still throw it into stock market and then.
I think that's good. That's good, right?
I whack it because that I mentioned that I feel like that's the only way to get out of it, because I only get 3K pay and I don't feel like, because it was my parents' business.
Yep.
I don't feel like even if they increase my pay, it's also their money. It's like in this family, you know.
So at what age were you like taught to like you need to buy assets?
22.
Not bad.
But then
Not bad.
I don't really study about it, and then okay, you know that time it was 2020. Whatever you buy, it will just go up.
True.
Then I just whack
Good times,
whatever.
good times.
Yeah, and then I never really study about it, because even if you study finance in your university, they never tell you like how to. Okay, they did tell you how to really analyze, but I'm so lazy. Yeah, so I just whack whatever people tell me to whack. Even the uncle auntie come in and tell me all the tips, I will also follow.
We all been there, done that.
Yeah, so I feel like I never really had the experience of seeing a lot of money sitting in my bank account.
Okay, it was just enough lah. Can save a bit.
Yeah.
Can spend like cinema, makan with friends, party a bit, chongke.
Yeah, but then the
enough.
The consequences is I lost all the money lah.
Oh, what do you mean by that? What do you mean you lost all the money?
In the stock market.
Oh, okay.
Because
was it like total wipe, like penny stocks, those kind, or?
Yeah, because most of them are penny stocks.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so I lost a lot of money. I think at least 6 figures lah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
at the
that's a
age
lot.
of maybe 24, 25.
Can you imagine at 25 losing 6 figures?
Yeah, so when people tell me that they are feeling very, they are feeling the anxiety when they only have 6 figures when they are 24, then 25, I really want to whack out them because I don't have that money also.
But if we can prove it a little bit, tell me more like how do you even reach that level of having that 6 figure? Is it like just
it's also
purely
from the stock market and my savings.
So it was like maybe 30-40k, then it grew lah.
So it's like you experience the profit already.
Okay.
The fast profit. But I would say you will lose everything when it's just the profit is basically because of your luck. It's from your luck. It's not like you study on it and then you earn from it. So you will lose it in the end lah.
So your huge influx of money usually previously came from I guess savings, from salary.
Saving, salary.
Any other source of income?
Stock market.
So mainly it's just salary, then channel towards stock market, then profit from there.
So I was stuck in that kind of situation for a pretty long time. And then my partner, the watermelon, which is also my
the other
best
part
friend.
of DoitDuit.
Yeah, which is also my best friend lah.
Yeah.
He reached out to me because he know I'm constantly feeling that anxiety.
Yep.
And then he told me he got this secret page. And
So
then
that's
he
how you got
introduced
into-
me into this page. That's where I get more financial knowledge. When people thought I'm so expert at it already, but actually I grow together with them.
You had to learn from zero, in
I
a
would
way
say
from
zero.
scratch again.
Yeah, you know the basics, but you don't really apply it. Yeah, so after this, I mean after I joined DoitDuit, I really realized that, oh, I should do this and that. I mean, to grow my wealth lah. How about you?
Obviously, COVID hit like 2020 and then started this channel. Again, the intention wasn't really to make money, at least for the first year, because they say that you need to endure at least 12 to 24 months to reach your first 1,000 subscribers. No, if not, then you won't get like YouTube AdSense, all this kind of money. So monetization was never really something I thought about. So was just purely something that I want to share from my work. Then a lot of wall banging, right? Then I was very active in Lawyer Forum. So people were teaching stuff, opening account here, you know, saving here, things like that. So I was just sharing and repurposing and doing things that, hey, it was discussed in forum. No one talked about it on YouTube, right? Like, let me just do it and put it on videos. So surprisingly, after like, I guess 6 months, like December 2020, things started picking up. That was when I posted the first video on comparing 7 stockbrokers.
Actually, I'm more interested on why did you decide to go for international market instead of local one?
I guess I started with local actually. I went for really like typical dividend companies lah. Think of companies like Maybank, REITs, IGB REIT, YTL REIT, Sun REIT. Back then the idea was like shout out to Dividend Magic. So the idea was like passive income. You put 1,000, then you get like what, 5-6% a year. Not much, right? 50-60 ringgit, right? But over the time you accumulate 10-20,000, right? Then you can start to see actually every quarter you got like 200-600 coming in. So that was the idea back then, building passive income while still working hard at my job. So obviously 2020 hit, all the dividend companies just went down the hill. I guess capital base or capital gains company are still getting hit very hard, but I think dividend based, especially REIT companies, right, got hit so hard. So that's why that prompted me to really like, maybe I should look outside. So started really like opening my horizon more. So no one told me like, hey, you should look at US market. Actually, no one told me. Right? It's just like me on YouTube stumbling upon videos like Graham Stephan's video. So US YouTubers, right? Graham Stephan, Andre G, all those people, right? So you sort of get inspired. At the same time, I was doing content. I was doing a local market, not really local stock market.
Oh, you started from local market as well?
Yeah, it's more like annual report, financial statement, this kind of very general stuff which I learned from my job lah. So it was nothing United States or nothing US at all. So it was true like personal research and really like understanding the whole picture. I know it sounds like very chim, right? But it's more like understanding and seeing what people say and really looking at the data. Actually, it makes sense the S&P 500, US market like that, makes sense the trailing records, the historical returns, this kind of stuff.
But then is that investment help you to accumulate your first, I mean, I would say bucket of gold, or
not really.
The business?
So I guess if I may add on to that, right, investments alone, right, didn't really help me accumulate wealth. It's more like a side habit to like accumulate wealth slowly, but
it's
the huge influx actually is a passive income.
Yeah.
The actual real income that comes in, right, is actually active income. Back then I had 2 part-time jobs. So 1 full-time, 2 part-time, and 1 YouTube.
What?
Yeah, so I was doing a full-time YTL work, and then got extra time because I work very fast. I like to finish my job very fast. Then I was doing part-time video editing as well. Then
for other YouTubers?
For local YouTuber, but it's not very big one. Like, it's a very typical.
So you started from editor?
I started from editing, and I was also an Instagram page manager for a US, I guess individual US content creator.
Wow, cool.
Wasn't a lot, but it's like what, $5 an hour. From I think I got it from Upwork one. So
I think you're used to earning US dollar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love US dollar. And when you convert back, right, it's a lot, right? It's like 4.5 back then. So a month, right, from that content creator from US alone, right, I earn like what, 1.7k.
Wow.
So on top of my 3k salary, that's like what, 4.7k already.
So your money is all from active income?
It's all from active income, and it's really like burning through the hours. And video editing, I also do video editing, but that's not much money. Like, it's like one video, 150 ringgit, but it takes like what, 20 hours to finish one video. So it's not much money, but then they add out 5k plus like that. So it's pretty sick leh. But just to pull back a little bit, right? So that was when YouTube wasn't earning a single cent. Maybe a little bit from referral here and there, right? Back then you got like what, Stash Away, Wise, this kind of stuff. Not much money, like, honestly. Like a month you can earn like 200, 500-600. Enough to make you feel like, hey, actually this thing works. But it really wasn't enough to pay the rental at all. So the first huge influx, right, was when I think one fine day I was just doing my own stuff, and then Wise Referral just shot up. My Wise Referral, you know, Wise has this referral where if you invited or referred 3 people to deposit money and also transfer using it, right? You get 150 ringgit for 3 successful referral.
I thought that time still MCO cannot go out also.
Yeah, that's why people are starting to invest and people want to deposit and open CMB account and stuff, right? People are sending money for investments overseas, right? So people were using my referral a lot.
Oh.
So back then it was like one day 150 like that. So quite good already. But that particular week, for some reason, I think bull market also, every 3 hours I get a notification. 150 ringgit comes in. 150 comes in.
How does it feel like?
At the start, it's like, wow, very shocked.
Is it real?
Because if you do the maths, one day, every 3 hours, right, you get 150. If you do the maths like maybe 5-6 times, probably 700-800 a day. So if you times 30, that's like what? Suddenly from your 5k income that you work so hard, it becomes 20-30
Suddenly don't need
income.
to work already.
So it's like, oh, the money just slapped in your face, right? And then for the first few days, it's like very fun.
Can the money
It's like,
slap me?
for first few days, it's very, very fun. Until like, it came to a point where I told my wife, right, wow, I'm fun, very annoying on this notification. It's literally free money coming in, but you feel like damn annoying because the notification every 2-3 hours just came in. Money thing, you just receive a reward, claim.
Then
I wasn't grateful, but yeah, today to think about it, today I don't have that already. Yeah, so just to preface,
the good times are over.
Yeah, the good times
Today
are over.
is from other applications already.
Yeah, just to let people know, right? COVID was like the Chinese 辉煌时期, the golden era for content creators.
I think a lot of people accumulate their wealth there.
And
Me
people
too, but I lost it there too.
Yeah, I don't know. When you started, it's a bit late in 2022, right? Middle like that.
You mean content creation?
Content creation.
Yeah, but I mean I accumulate some of my money from the stock market. But then I lost it all.
Yeah.
Then I started this content creation. But then we also took, I think, about 1 year to really monetize. So we do like 1 whole year of free work.
Typical.
Yeah, I was crying every day when I want to post because filming, editing, scripting is all by 2 of us. I still remember the days. Then every time 12 p.m. must post already. Then I'll be like, the light is so bad, the editing is not perfect yet. And then I think we got pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Our video got viral pretty fast.
What was the first break?
I'm not sure which company that we whacked already.
You were whacking company.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I go out, we got kena shot one,
Okay.
But then 1 year later, we finally monetized. And that's where I managed to save. I would say I still haven't reached my first bucket of gold yet because I think everyone's first bucket of gold definition is pretty different.
How would you define yours?
I would say at least
100,000?
I would say at least
1 mil?
500k lah.
500k cash or net worth?
Cash. Yeah.
Okay, then I also
Net
don't
worth
have.
I got liability already, got house already.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I mean, net worth, even if house, right, you minus off your liability, technically your house is probably like 5, 10, 15% equity, right?
Yeah,
so if you add that up, have you hit that number?
I don't know the calculation,
Net
but I
worth
feel like still not yet lah, still not there yet lah. So I don't know why a lot of youngsters out there, they are very kanchong when they see other people, especially those people in Xiaohongshu, they will post like, hey, at age of 25, 26, I got how much EPF already. Then I'm like, wow, these people damn crazy, but then you shouldn't let all these people to make you feel like you're not doing good lah. As long as you improve from time to time, then I think it's just timing problem. Everyone got different timing one.
It's two sort of things, right? You can look at it as a motivation. Wow, this person is doing so well, I need to pick up, right? And the other one is like, actually your expectation grows already. That creates like financial stress. And you feel like, how come 25 years old EPF got like 600k one? I honestly, I don't know how they do it. No, even today, if you ask me, how do you accumulate few 100,000 ringgits of EPF at under 30?
High salary, good.
High salary is probably the only thing, maximize contribution, high salary. What else? Like, what kind of job must you get to even get that kind of salary? Is it like oil and gas?
Like you, but all the side hustle got EPF payment.
But
also.
I think there's a maximum you can contribute also, right? It's not much.
Yeah, self-contribute, yes.
Yeah.
But then I feel like you're at your own pace lah.
True.
That's where I from that content creation business, I get to really save a good amount of money already. But I still don't see money sitting in my bank account.
Why?
I feel like whenever I see money in there, I will spend it lah.
What was the first time you saw money coming in from, I guess, content creation's money, right?
I think I almost cried. I mean, it's not the you mean the first payment
The
or
additional stream of income, and then
when
you
there's
see
a
that
really
let's say a huge bucket,
figure there.
yeah, huge influx of money. When was it?
I think last year.
Last year, okay.
Yeah. And I almost cried.
Now,
a lot
what
of
you
people
did?
don't know. They think I'm rich already, but only my partner know lah.
How
I tell him
emotional
like,
were you back then?
I feel like, oh, finally I did it,
Okay.
and I get out of it, because I feel very stressed when I always tell my partner is that I have to be really rich enough to share financial knowledge online. Because sometimes they love to share their portfolio. I'm like, I'm not even there. I'm not qualified to, comment on their portfolio lah. But then when I got the first so-called first bucket of gold already, I felt, oh, finally we did it, and I never think that I'll be here today.
I mean, look at you, 2 years later.
Yeah, it's so.
And it's not in Kedah anymore.
Yeah, I'm not in Kedah anymore.
Not to diss on Kedah, but I mean.
Yeah, I think my family they are very proud of me too lah. Then I immediately just allocate my money to different asset lah. Before I spend it.
So nowadays, let's say you have a pretty solid income base already, right? You have all the needs covered already. How would you? I want to split into two questions. Let's talk about money first. How would you split your money nowadays? Like, how would you spend? How would you reinvest? Just let the audience know, like, how would you spend your money?
I don't have a fixed percentage of it, but if I have a good investment, let's say stocks to go in, I'll just put. But I'll set aside 6 months of emergency fund into my money market fund. Instead of letting it sit in my bank account lah, because interest is.
How about commitments? What kind of commitments do you have?
Car loan.
Car loan.
Telephone bill. Not much lah, I would say.
House loan.
House loan is now serving interest only.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe 2 years later lah.
Still waiting for it to build finish lah.
Yeah, I think my commitments are not that high. Insurance.
Insurance. How much are you paying a month insurance, if I ask?
My premium just increased from 350 to 400 to 20.
Mine is like 270 like that. But my coverage is a medical card, very, very minimal, like 1 mil plus, 1 or 2 mil, can't remember. See, I don't even know the details. But it's about there lah. To me, I think it's a leverage for at least touch wood, really have to go to the hospital.
I think everyone should know that they should get their insurance once they are working.
But then again, I don't want it to like consume a part of my life, right? I have friends earning, let's say 4,000, 5,000 a month, right? They spend like what, 600-700 a month on insurance, like.
Maybe they want to deduct tax.
I mean,
they very kiasi.
Part of it, and kiasi is also, I think it's a huge part. Or maybe it's just like traditionally, my parents say have to buy like that, I have to buy lor.
Yeah.
They just don't know, and then they go for investment link one. Wow,
mine
really
was mainly for tax deduction also lah. Or else I also feel like the commitment is damn heavy sia.
So fair enough. So there's not much spending for you actually. Your
I think it's mostly
your lifestyle.
on spending. If you can see from my Instagram, I keep going out. I can't stop buying tickets.
Enjoy a little bit is okay. Treat it as a business expense.
I think I tend to over reward myself lah. But
fair enough.
I feel like as long as I know how to make money, then okay. That's why I think active income is very, very important, because you need to keep making money to make sure that cash flow, and then you got enough money to spend on whatever you want. Or
so you focus a lot on your time. I guess now you are at the phase where, or we are in the phase where you focus more on generating income rather than focusing on where you can save. Save a bit internet here, water here, electricity here. You don't care, right?
Yeah, because for us, I think at this stage of life, we are still young. We are still young enough to make active income. Why not you just go all out for it? How about you? How did you spend? Did you really spend your first bucket of gold, or you straight away expand your
I guess no one really had their so-called first bucket of gold deposited in their account suddenly, right? It's not like I sold a company or won a lottery or anything. To me, it was a gradual build-up. It's like I said, referral income start coming in, advertising money start coming in, media money start coming in. So it's a gradual build-up towards, I guess, the so-called first bucket of gold. To me, like you said, your first bucket of gold, or the way you define it, was about 500,000. cash. I think that's a lot. I don't think millionaires will even see 500,000 in their bank account.
Yeah, I'll never see that.
To be fair, I think they will usually park in assets lah. You know, you add everything minus liability and equity, everything. I think 500,000 is fair in terms of net worth. But for me, when I look at it, first bucket will go probably 50, 100,000 ringgit cash. Because how are you gonna
spend?
Feel
like 50, 100,000 cash?
Oh, it's not a lot.
I mean, for nowadays, you can easily spend it. I feel.
I guess you say that because at your level now,
It's
you
not
look at
emergency
things
fund, I mean that 500k is also including your money market fund.
Yeah.
And also maybe stocks. Your assets lah.
I guess that's two parts, right? The first part when talking about like when it comes to like really cash, right? When you see like 30, 50, 100k in your savings, right? That's easily what 1 year of really expenses out him already. Then your mind is like, hey, blank, really minimum bases are covered. So what's next, right? To me, that's the, I guess when you have that gradual build up towards the amount, right? That really like stumbles you. Like, obviously, I don't let that money sit like that. I actually spend it on things lah, or invest in things lah. Actually, to be fair, right, stocks is probably the least amount of percentage when I allocate that. I'm the kind of person I like to spend on really things that I feel will bring higher return. So a few things like
all these cameras.
Yeah, to be fair, like you look at this camera, actually this is a cinema grade camera, FX3.
I know.
This set is probably 25,000. Let me show off a little bit. That one looking at me is probably about 18,000. This one over here looking at you, it's close to 20,000.
And your fellow staff.
And team members, I don't call them staff. Yeah. So I like to, I guess, reinvest back to my business because I feel like the ROI is so much higher. In the stock market, it's great, right? To have, I think I still invest in stocks, but I guess we should not let that cloud our judgment and not forget that ROI is what we're chasing for. So if you are there for, let's say, even the greatest market or ETFs, right? 20% a year during bull market, 30% a year. How much is that? On 10,000, 30%, like let's say you beat Warren Buffett, 30% a year is like what? 3,000? So 10 to 13k to 20k, whatever. It's still small money. But when it comes to business, right? Again, it's high risk, high appetite, high reward kind of play. You really need to know that just because you throw 10k, right, doesn't mean you get the 10k back.
Yep.
To be fair, I've done things where put 5,000, nothing comes back. I mean, I can share a little bit, right? I spent like 5,000 to make for a lawyer fee to make an agreement back then last year, right? Because I learned a lot from my ex company, so I knew like you have to draft this, you have to hire that, you need to do this, you need to set up equipment and stuff. So I spent like 5k on the agreement, but because of certain changes in the industry, right, I wouldn't be able to use the agreement. Then the fee already paid. I just burn it.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned now. I know how the agreement looks like. I could be using it next time, but the money just burned.
It's a lesson fee.
It's a lesson fee. So it's kind of similar to stock market, but actually much more volatile. Because you really need to know what you are spending your money for.
Yep.
When it comes to hiring people, it's the same thing. When it comes to buying equipments, right? Just because you buy an expensive camera, it doesn't mean you will get the return back one.
Yeah, you can't really calculate the conversion.
You really need to know what you're buying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just to answer a question, nowadays, I still have the same appetite and the way I treat money is still the same. To me, I'm more desensitized already on the numbers. Like, I mean, it's a grateful position where, I mean, just yesterday, we spent like 500 ringgit on lunch for the company. Then last 2 weeks, we go like what, Din Tai Fung, Hai Di Lao. Good food for my company. Yeah. So to me, those numbers, I'm desensitized because I know it will leave the happiness level of the team members.
I agree.
And then they will work harder and they will be. I mean, overall, it's a team building things. So not just that. To me, those are small expenses. Like on my personal level, when it comes to treating, actually, I spend a lot of money treating people for food.
Yeah, not like my partner.
Like
always
for myself,
bring me to Jojo Ban Mi only.
Actually, that's very good. I like it.
But at least sometimes treat me better, lor.
Honestly, I'm okay with the fun one.
I feel like you treat this company like a tech company already.
I guess.
Right.
I guess
it's pretty. I think it's because you're interested in.
Oh, I'm very interested in camera gears. That's why you see the amount of money I spend on camera gears, right? I find joy in technology.
Do you think that's reasonable? Or you just...
I mean, I will, if it's not reasonable or whatever people say, I will make it reasonable.
Actually, you just want to buy it, but this company is the reason for you to buy it.
So this is one way, my excuse to enjoy all these cameras. I mean, to me, I find joy in creating finance content.
Yeah.
And then I like to see how people like me or people that are in less fortunate position able to benefit from my work, right? I mean, just yesterday when we went out for lunch, right, someone approached me and say, "Hey, are you the famous investor Ziet?"
How does it feel like?
Honestly, I don't brand myself as an investor. I thought myself is like a content creator. A lot of people just call me, "Hey, you're the YouTuber." To me, so I'm used to that already. Suddenly people call me, "You are the famous investor." I'm like, Warren Buffett, I know you're talking about me. So it's very nice to have people coming up to you. I think you can relate that also.
Yep.
It's very nice to have people appreciate your work on the street or online, right? You can see the comments. People really like what you're doing and people really benefit from it. Even from like the last episode when we talked about the passive influencer thing, right? I pinned a comment. People say that, hey, I never learned about all these things in school, but because they stumble upon our video, right? They get to learn this kind of financial knowledge.
We serve that purpose.
It's very heartwarming. It's really very heartwarming. So I guess I was able to do that while at the same time earn money, while at the same time reinvest into things that I know I can make it work because I like it. I will learn how to use the cameras, and then also rightfully you need to have the right people in the right place to be able to utilize all the things. Like, just because you like camera and you like high-end stuff, right, doesn't mean your team members will be able to utilize it. So again, just because you bought it, you also need to be able to learn it, teach it, or at least guide them or let them learn the right thing to use it properly. So high risk, high reward.
Do you feel like you achieve your goals? I mean,
I'm satisfied. Not to say satisfied. I'm content with what I have. Right, I'm happy with what I have. But I know
you can do more.
Obviously, as an entrepreneur, as someone that I think you can also relate in business.
Yeah, because now you have to carry more people.
We look at opportunity cost a lot rather than what's our revenue today, what's our cost today. So it's more like how much more can I get?
Yeah.
And there's always higher mountain to climb. And we all know that the limiting belief is really how much our mental model really is our mental model. If you think you are only worth 10K a month, right, you will only reach that cap.
Yep.
Years
Don't limit
later.
yourself.
Yeah. So if you think that you're worth 200K a month, go ahead, right?
So tomorrow I'll change my rate card already.
It's a bit unrealistic, but if you didn't hit it right, maybe you hit 60K a month, 80K a month.
Yep.
That in itself to me is so much more than your 10K a month target already.
Don't set a capping for them because you don't know how far can you go.
Yeah.
Do you have like any really bad financial decision?
I think that about late last year, like I was doing my stuff with the company, right? So I was expanding aggressively, spending stuff, buying stuff. So I almost landed a contract, 6 digits, well above 6 digits. It's a lot of money for the channel. So yeah, so it's a lot of money. I signed back already. Everything was discussed, a few rounds of meetings. It's a lot of money, and I don't know if the person is watching it right now, but I landed a contract, so happy, but the other side haven't signed back. But everything was like okay, management okay, everything okay, principal everything okay already.
Then?
Agreement also called in, review everything. My side sign already sent back. Then suddenly something happened within the industry, which not gonna put too much detail in it. Suddenly their side management changed their mind. Have to halt a little bit, have to see how things worked out a little bit. So 1 or 2 months down the road, once things are settled down, management changed their mind. They no longer want to invest in this marketing budget, or they want to cut down their marketing budget.
Then how?
Gone down the drain. 6 digits of contracts, right? Pew, they go down the drain. So
but then you expanded.
I spent on a business level and also on personal level. So I spent on things, not so proud about it, but now to look back at it, it's just I guess
it's a process
It's a process. It teaches you things, right?
Yeah.
So back then was super elated, super happy, right? So straight away want to celebrate, and then just bought a 17,000 ringgit watch. Super happy, just want to, there's a thing about watch collector.
I feel like it's an achievement more than
yeah. But then again, my lesson was like I was spending money that I didn't have.
Yeah.
I was spending money that haven't reached my bank account yet.
So do you take this as, I mean, if you were to give an advice to people on this experience, what would you?
Don't do that lah. Don't spend money you don't have lah. Basically, you are only as good as when things are great. When things are not great, right? Then you
have to anticipate for that.
It's yours to take responsibility.
I think I'm considered quite lucky. It's just that I constantly don't have that amount of money. But I would say like how you do, we should focus on that active income more when we are young lah. You don't really need to spend a lot of time focusing on the passive income when your first bucket of gold, your starting capital is not that much.
True.
And I think what I want to share differently is maybe a lot of you are managing money better than me, but it's very
Don't say
toxic
that.
when you want to compare it with other people. Then you will not be very happy.
Comparison is a thief of
it's
joy.
always not enough lah. Then part of that, just invest in some good assets.
Yeah.
If you're low risk, just it's not
And if I
financial
can
advice.
if I can add on that, right? You mentioned that it's never enough, right? That's true, and I can really relate to that. A lot of people will think, why you need so much money? 6K, 7K a month, enough already lah. I can buy good stuff, can spend good stuff. But the idea is, right, once you reach that level of earning that, right, you will inflate your lifestyle, which easier said than done not to inflate, honestly.
It's not because you finally got that money already, you want to treat yourself better.
Yeah.
It's not wrong, right?
It's like today, if you are able to earn 1 million ringgit, right, your mindset and your environment is totally different. Your spending
you
has
want to
to
invest
catch
in
up.
yourself.
As much as you don't want your lifestyle to catch up, right, you need to wear better, you need to eat better, go for better restaurants, you need to meet more people, you need to spend more, maybe better car, networking events, you need to pay this, pay that, you need to hire people. Your processes are much more complex.
Yes.
Your life is in a way much more complicated. It's no longer you can live by with Axia 500 ringgit spending a month, you can save 60%. It's not as simple as that already.
Different POV lah, because my partner also drive a super damn old car, even though his net worth is like a lot, but he still
So
maybe
good,
from his point of view he shouldn't spend that money or what, I don't know. But I think for those who are earning maybe I would say 3K, 5K or even 7K, what you should focus is to invest in yourself lah. How to double your pay, how to grow your pay instead of
like how can you give like some practical steps? How can they do that? Because I think it's on internet, right? People always say like invest in yourself.
Yeah,
It's
they,
very
they,
vague.
they feel like you just
very
talk.
general.
It's talk like very easy.
How
But
would you do
if
that?
you are accounting student, let's say why people go for ACCA or a professional paper, because you know you get higher pay when you come out. It is just an example.
Yep.
And for business owner like you will invest in things like camera or anything to make a better content.
Yep.
So you get better rewards lah. Things like that. Or if you have limited knowledge, just invest in yourself. Go for different courses.
Classes,
Yeah.
and even free stuff, right? On YouTube, I always tell people YouTube is a university. So much thing to
I
learn
feel
for
like
free.
as long as your brain is, you have enough things in your brain, you will survive lah. I mean, if you ask me like, how to spend with your first bucket of gold, I would say before you even think of how you spend it, you need to define your goals first, because everyone, you got different goals. For me, it's like, I'm not there yet, but I'll still spend a lot on air tickets or buying air tickets for my family, because I feel like some things cannot wait.
True.
It's not like you have to wait until I'm very rich already, but my grandma can no longer walk that far, or my parents, they don't have that, they're very old already, they don't have that mood to go around here and there. So I feel like if you have the ability to pay for it now, and you know you have the ability to earn that money back, it's not spending your future money, it's just
That's
like maybe
very
your
true.
cash flow is a bit, you have to suffer a bit more, then just do it lah, you don't have to wait lah.
Question to wrap this up. 24 years old, I have 3K a month full time. I have 20K in the bank right now. What should I do with it?
24 years old, 3K a month, 20K in bank. What should I do?
Continue to work.
Continue to work.
Continue to work, and like we mentioned just now, you probably need to think how to invest in yourself. If you are working in corporate, you need to climb corporate ladder, but how? You need to equip yourself lah.
Equip yourself with really knowledge. I think it is really overstated, right, this kind of thing. But if I just maybe give more practical steps, just one level deeper, maybe start spending 1 hour a day on YouTube, really how to polish your soft skill, how to talk to people.
I think in working in corporate, the people skills is
very important everywhere lah. Corporate, small company, business, personal level. It's very important. It's everywhere. Even with your family.
You need to survive.
To survive is one thing, and to thrive also, right? People skill is where I always tell people the difference in how you speak and how you present yourself, right? Could be 5-6 digits in the contract you can back. Really, and it can't be oversaid and really can't be understated, because people look down at soft skills, but actually soft skills matter so much more than your technical skill.
Yeah, you need, because in corporate you need to work with people. That's the problem. You're not working with yourself. Yeah, but if for me, I have 3K pay. 3K pay, maybe your living expenses per month is 2K. 2 times 6, you got enough emergency fund. Then maybe you can, if that was me, then I will go for money market fund.
And that's financial advice.
Yeah, that's not financial advice.
So do you have any financial advice for me?
No, I don't have. So if you want non-financial advice, please continue to watch our podcast.
So where you can get us from: YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and also Spotify. 3 platforms, right? And also our websites. Yeah, so follow us for more, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.